Wow, this is great. Team, keep it clean. What's going on, baby? Hope all of y'all are doing good. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday morning as we get ready for the Chiefs to play the Texans later. Hopefully, we can get a little upset so that can give Ravens even more motivation to get a game at the crib. And then the Lions play the Commanders later on as well. But I wanted to get on here today to talk to y'all to see how y'all are feeling, because I know how I'm feeling surrounding this whole Zay Flowers thing, if you will. Because with Zay Flowers, as we know, in that Browns game, the last regular season game of the year, Zay Flowers, he made a catch. Zay Flowers got hit. Zay Flowers got hurt. And he left the game. And I was thinking, Zay Flowers, his knee got a little banged up. He going to be straight. There were some Ravens fans that agreed. There were some Ravens fans that did not agree. But it don't even matter what the fans say. It's all about them doctors. And he, of course, did not play in the Steelers playoff game. And then, of course, he right now his status is kind of up in the air. They did label him as officially doubtful. So we'll see what happens with that. But what the Baltimore Ravens did yesterday, they were playing with me, man. They were really playing with me. And I know Harbaugh, he talked about it. He said that Zay Flowers got a chance to play. And I said, Harbaugh, why you do that to me, man? Why you playing them games with me, man? And then what the Baltimore Ravens did on top of that, because they had him do a workout before practice. He didn't practice, but they had him do a workout before practice. But what happened on top of that was and I know Ravens are a team, they know how to play their mind. They're very, very smart at it. Sometimes they can get outsmarted, especially before with the Steelers, because Mike Tomlin would do a lot of mind games with them. And there have been some other teams that have done it too. Like even the Raiders this year, Devontae Adams talking up Lamar Jackson. Oh my goodness, he is the best running quarterback ever. And what Lamar Jackson doing in that Raiders game? He was not running. He was not taking off at all. So it's like the mind games can work against the Ravens sometimes. But this time, we know John Harbaugh always talks about competitive advantage. He doesn't want to give teams a competitive advantage. He doesn't want them to know the ins and outs of the Baltimore Ravens. And we know Zay Flowers is obviously injured. We know Zay Flowers is obviously hurt. How hurt is he? I don't know. Obviously, it's a lot more serious than I initially thought that it was. Because, again, he did not play in the last game. But they said it. Like, they said it toward the end of the week. They said, Zay Flowers is not going to be playing against the Steelers. But this week has been different. Because this week, and I talked about it yesterday, how it gave me hope. Because Harbaugh said, he got a chance to play. And even Ian Rappaport, his original report from before Zay Flowers even missed the Steelers game, Ian Rappaport said, hey, Zay Flowers, he ain't playing against Pittsburgh. And if the Ravens make it past Pittsburgh, then he got an outside chance to play in that game, whoever the opponent may end up having to be. Obviously, it turned out to be the Buffalo Bills. But he said he had an outside chance to play. And Harbaugh has continued to say, like, look, Zay Flowers, he don't have to practice in order to play. But what Ravens did yesterday, I said, oh, y'all slide dogs. What y'all doing, man? Because not only did Harbaugh say that, but after the presser, after the reports from Jeff Zrebiec and Jamison Hensley on how Zay Flowers, he did his workout. He didn't practice, but he did his workout. When Ravens put out that video, and I know all y'all saw the video of Zay Flowers doing the drills, I say, Ravens, ooh, y'all playing, right? Ravens, y'all playing, right? Y'all playing them games, man. I said, oh, come on now, man. I said, y'all really playing them games, man. Because they showed Zay Flowers working out and Zay Flowers running. And, hey, this is, there it goes again. Hey, look, good timing. Because Ian Rappaport literally just dropped this literally just now. Just now. Let me read it to y'all. What crazy timing that is. He said, Ravens wide receiver Zay Flowers with a knee injury had a positive workout yesterday and could be back next week if Baltimore advances. And there we go. So, same stuff. He just letting us know again the same thing that he said, different, but because he ain't work out last week. This week he worked out, but he letting it be known like, oh yeah, Zay Flowers, he most likely ain't playing. But the Ravens, when they put out that video, I'm like, man, it seems like they are now trying to play the mind games with the Buffalo Bills. And this is something, again, we know John Harbaugh is known for when it comes to that injury report, when it comes to people that are hurt and people that are not hurt. They don't want teams to know. And this goes a couple of different ways. This could be for somebody that's hurt and does end up playing in the game, because think about this, especially with it being a playoff game, like it's a much different atmosphere. This is win or go home. Like this is it. In a playoff game, if even in a regular season game, if you know somebody's hurt but they still playing, a lot of these players they'll go extra hard at that player. They say, "Oh, his back hurting. Okay, let me give him a little extra shot real quick. Let me give him a little extra hit real quick." If a player's leg is hurting, because it's NFL's a nasty game, man. It's a nasty game, man. You know they be doing stuff like that, even when players are not hurt. But it happens definitely when players are hurt. But there's that. But then also there's also in preparation too. In preparation, when teams are getting ready to prepare for the upcoming team, and for instance, Zay Flowers in this game, Bills could be like, Zay Flowers. We know, all right, we got to watch him on the screen games. We got to watch him for the intermediate routes, the deep routes, the deep shots. Well, we ain't really got to worry about that too much. But we got to watch Zay Flowers for all these different other things that he does, because we got to watch him in motion. We got to watch him for the jet sweep sometimes. We got to watch him for all that different stuff. But if they got to dedicate however much time they dedicate to preparing for Zay Flowers, then that could, however much time it is, that could potentially take away time that they have to prepare from other people. So I think that's what it probably is going to end up being. And it's not looking like he's going to play. It ain't looking like it. I am still hoping, you know me, y'all know me, like I'm still hoping that he plays. Now, one thing that I have said, and we talked about this yesterday too. I know there have been some people that say, hey, last time we whacked the Bills, 35-10 wasn't even close. We whooped the Bills. Oh, man. How many catches did that boy Zay Flowers have in that game? He had one catch for 10 yards. Now, I know we don't need Zay Flowers. Oh, no, Zay Flowers ain't on. I would still much rather have a Zay Flowers than be without a Zay Flowers. Reason being, let me tell you why. A couple of reasons. One, even though he might have had one catch for 10 yards in that game, you can't tell me, at least with a straight face, you can't tell me that Zay Flowers does not still command attention from the other team's defenses. Even with just one catch for 10 yards, why he didn't make an impact in the receiving game that game, he still made an impact. So the Baltimore Ravens are obviously a much better team with a Zay Flowers than without. Now, of course, they still got to get the job done one way or another. And I did see somebody just say a couple of minutes ago that with Zay Flowers out, that Lamar Jackson will spread the ball around more. Yeah, I guess technically, because like last game, in that Steelers game, it's like it seemed like 20 different receivers all had like one or two catches. So yeah, that ball was definitely getting spread around for sure. It was definitely getting spread around a lot, man. But hey, so we'll see. But I gotta say what's up to y'all though, man. I ain't saying what's up to y'all, because I appreciate y'all being up in here. I appreciate y'all coming through for the live, man. Thank you, man. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, that one catch for 10 yards, it's misleading for Zay Flowers' impact, in my opinion. Now, Derrick Henry, he took over that game. Like from first play, from jump, he took over. But still, I would much rather Baltimore Ravens with a Zay Flowers than without. But tomorrow it's looking like they're going to be without. But real quick, hey, Ravens. Look, Ravens, if y'all need somebody, come in a couple plays. I put on a number 4, and now Zay Flowers done cut his hair. We both about the same height. I'm a little tiny bit taller than Zay Flowers. But if y'all need me, Ravens, just hit me up. Shout out to Heart of the City, because Heart of the City got me right. They got me right and they got me ready, because they done sent out the hell. I'm ready now, baby. I'm ready now, baby. So all I got to do, I got to take off the glasses. But y'all going to have to give me some kind of visor that got my glasses prescription in there so I can see while I'm playing. But hey, Ravens, let me know, and I got y'all. I'll fly out to Buffalo today. I know y'all getting ready to fly off today. Let me know. I'll be ready for it. I ain't in the same shape as Zay Flowers, and if I put on that number 4, it's gonna be a little thicker Zay Flowers. Wait a minute. But I got y'all. Just let me know, man. Just let me know. How fast am I? Oh, I got some speed now. Don't sleep on it. But hey, check it out. But yeah, seriously though, shout out to Heart of the City, man. They sent out this Ravens helmet, and I love it, man. I really do. I love it. Like, look. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. Ravens, like for real. Seriously. let me know. If y'all need me, I got y'all. But anyway, we got some more stuff to talk about, and we don't reach my favorite part of these videos where we get to feature y'all's questions. Before we get into it, though, I got to give a shout out to everybody that's in here. Well, we got 546 people in here. I don't know if I can give a shout out to everybody, but at least most of the people commenting. What's up, Shantae? What's up, Big Reg? What's up, J Rock? He said he need that full-size Purple Rising though. Hey, I needed it too. And Ravens, like, I already got the help. So we could save on equipment costs because the helmet is already here. So let me know. Just give me some shoulder pads, give me a jerk, whatever. We straight, man. But I appreciate y'all. King Blaze, what's up? J Ray, LR Knight, Flex Zone, Ots Parker. He said we're gonna be just fine without Zay Flowers. Everybody stepping up. I love it. 2020 said keep telling people he out until the Super Bowl, maybe the AFC Championship. Appreciate you, 2020 vision. Mr. CG said we got Lamar, Henry, likely Andrews, Keaton, Wallace. As long as our defense stops them like before, we should be good. What's up, KJ? What's up, Jay Davis? Metal 88, another pyramid situation. Hobbs, I knew it. Nah, it ain't like that. Don't do that. But what's up, Don? What's up, Dewan? Xander? Craven, appreciate that. He had to send a donation, man. Appreciate you. He said the Ravens better win. There ain't no excuses. No one cares if they playing or not. I do. So that's why I care. But anyway, he said, because neither fans or the media treats the injury as a needle mover. That's interesting. I care though. I care. I definitely care. But man, I wish we could say what's up to every single body up in here, but we will be here forever. But I appreciate y'all. Now, let's get to my favorite part of these videos, and this is gonna be cool because this is live. Ain't no edits. Ain't no, hey, if I mess up while I'm reading, because I do it all the time. Sometimes y'all see it, sometimes y'all don't. But if I mess up while I'm reading these questions, hey, that's it. This live, baby. So my favorite part of these videos where we get to feature your questions. If you'd like to take part in it, you can send an email to teamkeepitclean@gmail.com or for the Team Keep It Clean patrons. And if you would like to join the Team Keep It Clean patrons, you can go to patreon.com/Ingravenvids and you can send a DM directly on Patreon. Or if you would like to send a question or anything else, if you want to send a helmet too, that's cool. But we got our shipping address down below in the description. Team Keep It Clean. I appreciate y'all big time. Big time. Before we move on, I got to give a shout out to the channel members. Let me give a shout out to the channel members because, man, channel members like, y'all a real deal, man. So let me go to the channel members real quick, man. So shout out to King Ray 48, who just became a channel member again 3 days ago, and Kenneth Bagwell for continuing, and Raven the Phantom 6. Raven the Phantom 6, he a channel member and a Team Keep It Clean patron. That boy ain't playing. Troy Gordon, Obi-Wan Shinobi, Yvette Biggs, Fetty Goya, Young Church, Soul, Gold E, Clyde Scales, Anthony Douglas, Benjamin L, Danko Hawkins, Longfeather, Joshua Abrams, Jermaine Goodwin, M16 Dog, Bronx Baller, Eric McNair, Gerald Longmire, Rolando Collier, OMG, Slim, Nikolai, Mr. Elf, Dre Dog, BB, Sean Span, Alex Lupton, Uvel Reeves, Troy Gale, Asmodeus, Kim, Elaine, Alan, Kevin, Mysteriously Unnamed, Dev, James, J. Frank, Lottie Henry, Lenny, Christian, Steve, CM the GOAT, Charles Barlow, Derek B, Tim Rotto, J. Marcus, T-Dub, a real one, Jay Williams, Kevin Carver, Lou Kim, Virginia Tutt, Joy Walker. Appreciate y'all, man. Ooh, that's a lot of names, boy. Y'all for real, man. CGSO, Justin said Engraving, the Jet Sweep King. No, man, that's not Zay. That was Devin Duvernay. But it sucks how his season ended though, because I believe he went to the Jaguars and he ended up being on injury reserve, so he ended up missing his whole season. But yeah, appreciate that, CGSO. Thank you, man. You remember when somebody said "Team Keep It"? Whoa! I don't know about that part. Everyone in the chat, go. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yeah, world class. We ain't on that, man. We ain't on that. So if you here to show support, cool. If you not, if you want some other stuff, you can keep it moving. So I appreciate you one way or another, but we ain't on that. We ain't on that. So let's keep it moving, my friends. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn the notifications on if you haven't already, and make sure you leave a like on the video if you haven't already. Now let's get to these questions. All right, first question. Let me see. We need dude back at kick returner. He was a solid kick returner. He was straight. Needham. Who we got a kick return now? Keaton Mitchell and Steven Sims. I mean, our kick returners has been up in the air all year. It's been up in the air all year. So, I mean, anyway, we'll see what happens next year. But anyway, first question came from Eddie. Eddie, who is Eddie K, who's a Team Keep It Clean patron. He said, "What's up, Ingraven? We appreciate you, man." No, I appreciate y'all, man. He said, "Can you see Tez Walker being a secret weapon in the game coming up? He's not really on the radar like that, and he could be a sneaky playmaker for us." I don't think so. I don't think being, because I mean he could, but ever since that Giants game, like we've been getting this question like every week. Is Tez Walker going to be a secret weapon? Is Tez Walker going to break out? Is Tez Walker going to get more playing time? Is Tez Walker going to be more involved now? And every week, it really hasn't been anything. Really hasn't been anything. So it just, I wouldn't mind. It'd be cool, but I can't expect it. What's up, Leroy? Appreciate you, my friend. Deontay Hardy will replace Zay Flowers tomorrow. You know, that's one that I didn't think about. I don't think he could really replace Zay Flowers, but that would be something to think about. Maybe to him to contribute. But anyway, Eddie Kane also said, he said, "I know our defense can hold them boys to under 21 points for sure." Oh, yeah, that'd be great. If you're holding the Bills to under 21, then that puts you in good shape. But if you want to hold them to even less than that, you want to hold them to 10 again? No, you want to hold them to less than 10? Oh, man, that would be even better. Anyway, he said, pass rushers have enough speed to contain 17, and Zach Orr has a solid scheme for him too. What do you think are the keys to success for the defense this week? Can't let Josh Allen get loose, man. Can't let him get loose. You cannot, because Josh Allen, like we talked about, we know Josh Allen. He's nice, man. He really is. And similar to Lamar, not like Lamar, but similar to Lamar, he can make the plays from the pocket. He can make the plays outside of the pocket, inside the pocket, outside the pocket. Either way, he can make them plays. What's up, Coach? Appreciate you coming through, my friend. But yeah, Hope, what's up, man? But with Josh Allen, you can't let him get loose, man. Don't let him extend the plays. And you got to wrap up. You got to wrap up, man. When you tackling him, you got to wrap up for sure, man. Because boy, he is annoying, man. Josh Allen is so annoying, man. Because he's so good. He's really good. That's what makes him so annoying, man. So hey, we gonna see, my friend. Next question came from Griffiths. He said, "Fake fans." Oh, what's this about? He said, "What's up, Ingraven? I would like to say that I appreciate what you do." No, I appreciate you. He said, "I want to ask you about seeing all these fake fans come back each time they see Lamar and the Ravens rising up after heartbreak or a tough loss, or just an embarrassing loss too, like the Eagles game." He said, "Me personally, I am sick of the fake fans, but what's your take on it? Ravens 2024 Super Bowl champions, I can smell it." Oh, he can smell it. What's it smell like? I don't care. Like, you got to understand, when it comes to football, we've heard this conversation before, people talking about fake fans and whatnot. I can't get caught up in that. It's like, who cares? It's no point in putting all your energy into how someone else decides that they want to be a fan of whatever team they root for. Everybody takes the wins and everybody takes the losses differently. There's some people who, when Ravens lose, they don't want to hear, see, speak, nothing about them Ravens. Hey, Free Think, appreciate that. Thank you for that, man. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Mel? But yeah, I appreciate it, Hope. Thank you, man. Thank you. But yeah, it's like, it ain't no point in investing all that energy into how somebody else decides that they want to be a fan of the team that they root for. And you got to understand with popularity, because I hear a lot of people say that same thing. "Oh, I've been a fan since '96. That's cool." And they'd be like, "Oh, all these new bandwagon fans that came on in 2019 and then a much more came on in 2023. You should be happy about that, because that means the team that you're rooting for is getting even more popularity. They get even more popularity. So that's good for them. That's good for business. That's good for the Ravens. That's good for the NFL. That's good for everybody. So it's a good thing. I know people want to hold their championship belts. I'm the best fan that ever was and ever will be. Who cares? It's just my opinion. I don't be on that stuff, man. I really don't be on that stuff, and I do not think that it is worth it, and it should be worth it to really focus on that. Because what's that gonna do? Like, think about that. What's that gonna do if you show that you've been a fan for longer, or you've been sticking around for, hey, I was here when the Ravens lost this, and I was it. What's that gonna do? It ain't gonna change nothing with the Ravens. It may make you feel good in your mind or what, and that's cool, but what's that gonna do? It ain't gonna do nothing. So, hey, if it's fake fans or not, okay, cool. Let them be. You just worry about how you fan, because that's what matters to you. How everybody else does it, who cares? Appreciate that scratch to win. He said, nobody talks about that Bills versus Broncos game that was 13-7 with 3:15 to go in the third. We are not the Broncos. It was that close. It was that close in the third? Was it really? Oh, man. Okay, I did not remember that. I remember the Bills won by a couple of scores, but I didn't remember being that close in the third. Oh, man. But no, I appreciate that scratch to win. Thank you, man. I was really hoping. I was hoping for the upset, man. I was hoping for the upset, so Ravens would get a home game, but then I was hoping for another upset. Today, hoping for an upset today with the Texans Chiefs, so Ravens get a home game. But obviously, Ravens got to take care of business regardless. And this is very similar to real quick. He said how to join the channel. Oh, well, you subscribed, but you would just click the join button. Click the join button if you want to become a channel member. Or if you want to become a Team Keep It Clean patron, you go to patreon.com/Ingravenvids. Either way, if you do, cool, great. But if you don't, cool, great. Don't feel pressured. Please don't feel pressured. So, but this playoffs right now, it is very similar to 2012. And I know we all talked about the ages of the quarterbacks. Trent Dilfer was 28, Flacco's 28, Lamar's 28. Talked about it being 12 years apart. They were all in the South, in Tampa Bay, New Orleans. But even when you think about the playoff run, you think about the possible playoff run. The Ravens started off in 2012 with a home divisional game. And that ended up being their last home game in the playoffs because everything else was away. But they had that game against the Colts. And that game was crazy. Then the following game they had against the Broncos, an away game. Then the following game they had against the Patriots, another away game. So that's what it's lining up to be. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll see. We said Kyle getting a pick six. Hey, long as Ravens win, whoever want to get a pick six, no problem, man. Just get it. Just make it happen, man. And oh yeah, that's true, Smitty. And they lost the AFC Championship game the year before. Yeah, they sure did. In heartbreaking fashion too. Now, the way that they lost against the Chiefs, it sucked. It to me, in my opinion, the one in 2011 hurt more because of the way that they lost. Because it was really like last second he missed the field goal. Like the Chiefs game, our offense had been dead like all game. They scored the touchdown early on. First Chiefs scored a touchdown, and Lamar and Zay Flowers answered right back. They scored a touchdown, but after that, it was like, nothing was happening. So it was like, man, it was so like frustrating. It was like a slow pain because it was just pain all game. And then that made the end of it like, really, man? And then at the very end, where the Chiefs, they had the ball, Ravens had to get one more stop to get an opportunity to get the ball back one more time. And it was 3rd and long. And let me know, was it on Brandon Stevens? I don't think it was, but I don't remember. It was that 3rd and long where they threw it up to Marquez Valdez-Scantling, or MVS. They threw it up to him on 3rd and long, and they got it. Who was that on? What cornerback was that on? Do y'all remember? But anyway, I appreciate that donation, Rashard. He said, Raven, I love the support. Went to games at Memorial Stadium in 96. Love the worldwide support, by the way. Likely going to show out. Oh, you was at the original stadium before M&T Bank Stadium. That's cool, man. See, I appreciate that. I love seeing stuff like that because he, been around since 96. He was at the original stadium. He ain't walking around like, oh, yeah, I was there at the beginning. You weren't. You suck. You're terrible. You're bad. He ain't on none of that. He ain't on none of that. He's chilling. I was there in 96, Memorial Stadium. Love the worldwide support. He loves it. Who wouldn't want to see that team get, like, think about it. Think about your family. Think about it if it was somebody in your family that was doing something. They would, I don't even know what to say. They were doing something, but you were giving them support from the beginning. And you're like, hey, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that this is going good for you. Hey, go do your thing. But then you start seeing them get support from a bunch more people from around the world. And you're like, oh, wow, this is great. I love this for them. It reminds me of the Ravens too. Like, it's not a bad thing. Yeah, you were around from the beginning, which is great, but you ain't got to hold it against somebody who wasn't, even though they showing support now. But no, I appreciate that, Rashad. Thank you, man. And then I missed something. Oh, it was Arthur Millette. There we go. Thank you. It was Arthur Millette. Appreciate that. Okay. Reaper said, hey, I'm not just talking. He said, how do I become a member of the channel? He said, I wasn't just talking. He did it. Shout out to Reaper. He became a channel member. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, my friend. Craven, Devonta, he said, you can't expect the perfect storm to hit to win a championship. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching, and health can't be perfect. QB has to overcome. Yeah, everybody got to overcome. But yeah, QB, if we talking about Lamar specifically, yeah, I mean, we saw the storm hit earlier this season. That was the defense. We saw it for 10 straight weeks. But Ravens and the offense and Lamar, they was able to overcome it. But then the defense overcame themselves, which was a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, so let's get to the next question. I appreciate this. Is fun doing these live. We can't do every single video live, obviously. That'd be just too much for me. But this is fun doing it live because we get to see what y'all got to say. Boom, like that. Like, boom, right away. All right, we got some more questions. All right, next question came from my guy, Gus. Oh, this is a long one. He said, the Bills. What's going on, Ingraven? The team, keep it clean. I need an opinion on these takes, and then I just got one good question. So, okay, Ingraven, here we go. It's almost time for more Ravens playoff football, and as the days get closer, I keep hearing more and more from Buffalo Bills fans and people in Buffalo, New York, that it's supposed to be cold, and it seems like there's a chance of snowfall. I also have a statement for y'all at the end. He said, here are his takes. Here we go. He said, Brandon Stevens needs to face some sort of wake-up call even this late in the year. Well, I think everybody would agree on that because we've been waiting. Like, there's been some more. Like, look, with Brandon Stevens, it ain't been all bad. We can't act like it's been all bad, but it's been a lot more bad than good. So it's been rough. But anyway, he said we need to score early with prettier drives. Not saying Derrick Henry dog walking that squidless defense wasn't pretty. I just feel we could use other backs this week. Like, what? Like, if Derrick Henry is working, use him. Use him. Yeah, you still got the other running backs too that you are going to use as well because Derrick Henry ain't going to be on the field 100% of the time. But no, you use Derrick Henry. You do that. If it ain't broke, you don't try to fix it. No. But anyway, continuing. He said, we need to get Nelly the ball more, even though we got 4 pass catchers we know very well and trust in, which are Bate, Zay Flowers, likely and Mandrews. Well, Zay Flowers, you got to put a little asterisk on him because it ain't looking like he gonna play, but we'll see. As far as getting Nelly the ball more, I mean, whatever's working, man. Whatever's working. Whoever's open, whoever making the catches, whoever making the plays. Yeah, man. And when you get different receivers the ball more, hey, Heart of the City, appreciate you. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you. I was telling them earlier, like, look, if Ravens need, we got the helmet now, so we ready. But anyway, what's up, Zach? But yeah, if you spreading that ball out to different pass catchers and playmakers and whatnot, then that makes it that much tougher for the defense. Because like, oh, who do we key on? Who do we got to watch for now? Oh man, this dude making a play too. We wasn't expecting him to make a play. Oh, this dude making. But yeah. Anyway, he said, okay, man. All right, Gus. Gus said, what a coincidence. Heart of the City just got here. And then he said, everyone needs to get their Heart of the City playoff and human joystick hoodies using the code Ingraven 25 for 25% off. He said he's currently in the process of getting his. Shout out to Gus, man. He said, my question is, do you think that Baltimore could have a chance to score 35 in this MVP Bowl? Yeah. And that's not being realistic. They did it last time. Yeah, the Bills defense, they were missing some guys. But our defense was missing defense because we wasn't even playing defense back then, and we still held them to 10. But yeah, so yeah, the Ravens definitely got a chance to score 35. Especially they got 28 last week, and they could have scored more last week. But they were being very like clock control, ball control. So yeah. Heart of the City, they came through, man. They came through. They got me ready, man. Just in case I gotta go in. Let me chill out, boy. Let me chill out. Hey, I thought Ravens just hit me up. You ain't even gotta make the call. Ravens, you can send a DM if you want to send an email to teamkeepitclean@gmail. Let me know, man. And I hop on a plane quick, man. But anyway, he also said my statement. Oh, real quick. He said, I lied. I got another one too. Do you think the Texans can handle business against the Chiefs? I think they can. I don't think they will. I think they can, but I don't think that they will. I hope that they do, but I don't think that they will. Because if they do, then that will make the game tomorrow between the Bills and Ravens that much more exciting, because whoever wins, Ravens, they will get a home playoff game, another one. Ravens already got one, Bills done got two, but they will get another play. Whoever wins will get another playoff. Oh, that would be great, man. That'd be great. Oh, appreciate that, Leroy. Thank you, man. Thank you. He said, depends on which Texans team comes to play, but I have no faith in them. I get you, man. I feel you. I get you. Because, yeah, it's any given Sunday. Well, in this case, Saturday. But, yeah, we'll see. And he said, my statement, Ingraven, you are amazing for everyone in the community and in the Ravens flock with your amazing work and dedication to these Baltimore Ravens. I know you don't like to accept your flowers all the time, but this time I'm going to need you to take them. You're the best and most eye-catching Ravens news outlet for the fans. So thank you for everything you do for Team Keep It Clean and all the amazing times during the live streams. Your videos and live streams have helped me through the tough task of getting sober. I just got to a year, and we're still going strong like our Baltimore Ravens. Hey, I'm happy for you, Gus, man. That's real right there. I'm happy for you that you Team Keep It Clean. You got cleaned up, you got sober. That's good, man. That's a real big accomplishment, man. For real, man. That's real. I wish he was in here right now, but that's a real big accomplishment. That's a serious accomplishment too, because I know people who have gone through that same exact thing, and it's tough. It's really tough, as you know. But we happy to hear that you doing good, man. So that's great, man. So shout out to you. And he said, oh man, why you had to do that? He said, now like Brandon Stevens, if he slips up in this game, because to be honest, he's looking like James Bradbury playing for the Eagles. I'm going. He had to do a guy like that, man. All right, let's get to this next question that came from. I know I just saw him in the chat a couple of minutes ago. My guy, some random guy. So he said, hey man, blessings to you, the family and team. Keep it clean. Just wanted to say, team, we're getting a new member in July, a baby girl. Hey, that's what's up. Congrats to you. Some random guy. I hope you still in here, because I know I saw you a couple of minutes ago. But congrats to you, your family, on your future baby girl. Oh, there he goes right there. Okay. And I just heard mine crying like 2 seconds, but she stopped. But hey, that's cool, man. That's really cool, man. Really cool. So do your thing. It's gonna be fun. Is it your first? Or you got some more? But anyway, he said, and wanted to say, what do you think about the longevity of the GOAT? With the way he's played and how he has tweaked his style, and honest opinion on what you think. I believe 6 years. As always, blessings to you and yours. Who are you talking about? If you it sound like you're talking about Lamar, it's your first. Oh, yeah, that's cool, man. It's cool, man. Enjoy it a lot. You will. I feel like when you have kids, it gives you a deeper. Oh yeah, okay, coach, appreciate it. It seems like it gives you a deeper appreciation for life, and it just because it's crazy, because with the dad and the mom as the kid grows up, and you could even see it like early on too, but especially as they get older, you see the dad personality in them, and you see the mom personality in them. It's the craziest thing ever, man. It's super crazy, man. Super crazy. But yeah, man, I'm happy for you. It's gonna be fun. But the longevity of Lamar Jackson, I honestly like, and I know to some people they oh no, that's, you know what? I think he can play as long as he wants to. The reason I say that is because Lamar Jackson, he knows how to take care of himself. He knows how to protect himself. And think about this: even when Lamar gets older, even if or when, because I mean he's gonna get older. Even when he starts to slow down, he's still gonna be like crazy fast. And the game, he said Lamar tried to tell us earlier this year, man. He tried to let us know, but there was a lot of us that we wasn't listening like that. Well, I mean, we knew what was there, but he said, "Oh man, he said the game's slowing down. It's slowing down even more for me." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. It's slowing down. Yeah, that makes no." But he said the game is slowing down even more for him. What, 41 touchdowns later to only 4 interceptions later? Over 4,000 yards, over 900 rushing yards. Yeah, the game certainly slowed down big time. And you think about it's only going to slow down more because he's only going to have more and more experience. That's it. He's only going to have more experience. And so it's crazy to think about, man. This is year 7. I do feel like Lamar could have been here a lot sooner had they moved on from G-Roll a lot sooner, but it is what it is. It's okay. But yeah, man, it's all good. L.R. Knight said, fun fact, Lamar threw more than 9 interceptions once in his career. Was it 2020? Was that it? Was that what was he, like 24-10? Something like that. I forgot what it was. Oh, and then on top of that, you think about this year too. The 4 interceptions that he did throw, none of them were his fault. That's crazy. That's crazy, and it's like frustrating at the same time. Lamar is 24-12. Okay, appreciate that. Lamar is supposed to be, and there were some almost picks that he threw, but hey, they were almost. They didn't happen. So I mean, we could talk about them, but they didn't happen. So oh well. But the 4 interceptions that were thrown, they weren't his fault. 3 of them hit his receivers in the hands, and then one of them Bateman stopped running on a route. So this dude could have been 41 touchdowns and no picks. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's some crazy context. And you know what? We know that numbers don't tell the whole story about anything. But in this case, yeah, half his interceptions against Pittsburgh, the Justice Hill, and then the Mika Fitzpatrick, yeah. But in this case, when you take the context out, it's still amazing what he was able to do this year. 41 passing touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Even without the context, you just look at the numbers straight up. That's crazy, man. But then you throw the context in there. Oh, when you look at those interceptions, that's how he got picked off. Really? Ooh, that's crazy. Real quick, anybody? I see some people were late to the stream. What we were talking about earlier was Zay Flowers. Just to give y'all a heads up. I was talking about what we were talking about, not me. We were talking about how it seems like the Ravens may be playing mind games with the Buffalo Bills. Reason we said that is because one, they didn't declare Zay Flowers out. And obviously last week too, Ian Rappaport said that he was going to miss the Pittsburgh game, but he had an outside chance to play against if the Ravens were to advance. They advanced and we're here now. And Ian Rappaport said he got an outside chance to play. But Harbaugh, in yesterday's presser, he said that Zay Flowers has a chance to play. Now, yesterday, he did not practice. He didn't practice. And that was the last official practice for the Ravens, even though Harbaugh said Zay Flowers ain't got to practice. But with Harbaugh, he said that he got a chance to play. And, with the Baltimore Ravens, that could have been it. And they could have left it at that. But after all of that, after the presser, after all of that, they put out the video of Zay Flowers doing the workout. And they were like, I think they titled it like Zay Flowers putting work in, something like that. So, Ravens, y'all playing, man. Y'all playing them games, man. I like it. It's frustrating for me because I know tomorrow I'm going to be hoping that we see that number 4, but I can't count on it. I can't realistically count on it. So we'll see what happens, man. But anyway, let me get to these super chats because I missed a couple of them. So my apologies because we were running our mouth so much. First one came from Sour Cream and Onion. He said, I really think we should get Tre'Davious White in and Brandon Stevens out. Brandon Stevens has struggled with making a play on the ball, as we know. And Keon Coleman has the 7th highest contested catch rate. Oh, my goodness. I forget about Keon Coleman a lot. That's a big boy right there. And you know they're going to throw it up to him. You know they're going to give him his opportunities. You know that they're going to line him up on Brandon Stevens. I think that the Bills, I'm so glad you brought that up. I think the Bills are really going to try to exploit Brandon Stevens. I mean, as all these teams have been doing, but I think they're really going to try to take advantage of him versus a Keon Coleman because that's a mismatch, man. It really is. Brandon Stevens will be right there, but with his struggles to make a play on the ball, it's tough, man. It's very, very tough. Tre'Davious White he has a smaller frame than a Brandon Stevens. But we'll see. I just don't. Brandon Stevens is not going to get benched. He's not going to get benched because if they ain't benched him at this point in the season, then they never will. They're not going to. They're just going to ride it out with Brandon Stevens. Trey White's still going to play, but they still going to ride it out with Brandon Stevens too. Christopher Lavin said, coming from a fan in the UK, I appreciate what you said before about accepting new fans. I became a Ravens fan last year and have never looked back. Love the vids in this community. No, I appreciate that, Chris. And I think it's important, man. To me, in my opinion, it's really, really important. You can't just because somebody became a fan this year, you can't shun them out. Oh, no, you're not accepted into this fan base. You can't be a Ravens fan. You're not allowed. What? Who cares? Who cares? You want more fans you want more people to be rooting for the same team you're rooting for. It's fun. It's fun. So yeah, any new fans, old fans, we appreciate everybody. Everybody should feel more than welcome. Appreciate you, Hamza. He said, I don't think we will beat the Bills, honestly. I don't want to read the rest of that. No, he said, I don't think we'll beat the Bills, honestly. My reasons are the Monken interview distraction, the referee crew having a history favoring the Bills, and Brandon Stevens is garbage. Hopefully, I am wrong. I hope that's you that left a like on your own comment. Unless it's a little sneaky Bills fan in here, y'all watching it. That's cool. Hey, he come through, but don't be leaving no likes on no comments like that. But as far as the Monken interview, that interview is for an hour long. That's it. If a coach, if somebody takes an hour out of their day when they have 24 hours left, 24 hours in the whole day, and they take an hour out of their day, and they can't focus on something that they have 7 days, actually 8 days to prepare for. Well, 7 days because you didn't find out the Bills were going to be your opponent until Sunday. Let's do some math real quick so we could really break it down as best we can, which is really not good at all. But all right, so it's 24 hours in a day. There are 7 days in a week. So let's do 24 times 7, 168. So the interview is an hour long. If there's somebody, if there's a professional that's been in the NFL for a long time, a professional coach who is that distracted by 1 hour when you have 167 hours left, if you're that distracted by that 1 hour, then you don't need to be coaching, man. In my opinion, you're not ready for it. Think about that. Think about that. There's 168 hours in a 7-day span, and he took 1 hour to interview for a job. Well, actually, excuse me, 2, because he interviewed for 2 jobs, so 2 hours. So my apologies. So he had 166 hours left. So I think he'll be fine. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because we all talked about it before. We all man, why do they have to do the interviews now? But it's all good, man. It's all good. I get what you're saying though, and I get the frustration and it being a concern. But it's all good, my friend. Hold up, but he said something else too. 1 second. He said something else as well. Oh, he talked about the refs. Now the refs part is ooh, that's frustrating. And I remember this conversation about the refs going into the Chiefs and Ravens game, and boy, it certainly showed in that one. Ooh. But then he talked about Brandon Stevens. That's another frustrating part. So yeah. But Ravens still get it done. It's gonna be a tough game. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I wouldn't be mad if it's a blowout, but I think Ravens still get it done. He said you forgot 56 of them. You was also asleep. Yeah, however much you sleep for. That's true. So yeah. So I guess you did 8 times 7. So sleeping for 8 hours. That's even if Todd Monken get 8 hours of sleep. That can be tough too. Zachariah said, how is this not Lamar's year? Think about it. All the narratives that people have been saying are right in front of him. All of them. One thing Lamar does is shut down narratives. He's on his Peyton arc. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Dr. B, he said, 500, said, people open your eyes. We don't know if he's taking a job or not, Teddy. He said the Ravens ran the ball only 7 times last year in an AFC championship game. They got Henry and Lamar, and between them, they are going to run the ball close to 35 times. That's why they brought Derrick Henry in. They didn't bring him in to be a cheerleader. They didn't bring him in for the regular season. Again, he did his thing in the regular season. This man got 1,900 yards in 2024. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. He got 1,900 yards in 2024. They say it's a passing league. Ravens are doing both. They doing both. But it's crazy, man. Yeah, they didn't bring him in for regular season. They brought him in for this moment. Well, not right now, but tomorrow night. They brought him in for playoffs. That's what they brought him in for, man. Some of these worry takes are just OD. What's up, Miles? Well, Chris, I can't call him OD because think about it. Like, a lot of us do a lot of worrying during regular season. This is playoffs. This is playoffs. So this is different. It's different. K-Bean, what's happening, baby? This is different. This is much different because the worry is like, man, we don't want the Ravens, their bad ways to come out to bite us in the behind, and then our behinds will be sitting on the couch. We don't want that. We don't want none of that. So it's all good, man. But yeah, we got it. I wasn't expecting. Yeah, I wasn't expecting a live today either. I just woke up and said, you know what? Let's run it, man. So anyway, let's get to the next question. It came from my guy Ricky Williams. I don't know if he's in here right now, but he said, hey, Ravens, sending this after the thrashing of the Squealers that we Ravens fans witnessed in amazement. Watching it live was a treat indeed. MV3 loading. Flacco had to slay 2 dragons in Peyton and Brady during that historical run, and it's turning out to be the same for Lamar this time around with Josh Allen and potentially Patrick Mahomes. This upcoming game and playoff run might be the best postseason run by a quarterback in AFC playoff history, as long as we are locked in all the way. Not to compare the two, but what do you think? I mean, it will be right up there with the Flacco one too, because Flacco he played the past, the present, and the future, and with Lamar, he's playing the past and the present and the future, and the present and the future. Because with Flacco, he went against Andrew Luck. I believe he was a rookie that year. But then he went against Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was the past, but he was also kind of the present too, because he was a baller. And then he went against Tom Brady, who was the present, because he won like 50 million Super Bowls. Oh, and then he went against Colin Kaepernick too in the Super Bowl. But then with Lamar, went against Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is the past. He was nice, but he was the past. And then Josh Allen, he's like the present / future, because he's got a long road ahead of him. And then Mahomes is the present, and the future too, because he got a long road ahead of him too. So it will be very, very similar. Very, very tough opponents, very, very tough tasks. I can't put one year over the other. Obviously, Ravens still got to get it done this year, but either way, it's going to be tough. And then whoever the Ravens will play in the Super Bowl. So it's tough. I can't put one over the other though. But yeah, they got to get it done regardless. He also said, I finished this with another PSA. I do not apologize for saying what I'm about to say. Not to be superstitious, but the number 12 has huge meaning this year, most importantly because of the person who wore it, Jacoby Jones. He means so much to us as fans and this Ravens organization. His memories remain at the forefront. Oh yeah, Jacoby Jones, man. He was cool, man. He was fun. He was super, super fun to watch. And he said, I never got to meet him in person. I know some of y'all got to meet him in person, but the way that he seemed, it seemed like Jacoby Jones was a very, very approachable person. He seemed like he's somebody that you could go up to in the street, be like, hey, what's up, Jacoby? And he seems like he'll be somebody that like you would feel like you knew them or feel like he knew you for a long time or something, because it seems like he was that warm of a person. I don't know if anybody in here, I'm sure somebody in here had an opportunity to meet him before at least once. So if y'all can share if you got the chance to meet him before and how that was, but that's how he seemed to me, in my opinion. Again, I never got the opportunity to meet him, but that's how he seemed. That's how he came across on the whenever we heard him in interviews, anything like that. He just seemed like he was a super, super laid back, chill, approachable, just a nice all around person. But he said, you bet everyone on this team has had Jacoby Jones on their minds all season long, even when our backs were against the wall, even when, let's face it, a lot of us fans, myself included at times, had doubt creep in our minds, but we have stayed the course. I believe Jacoby Jones got in this team. I think I speak for all of us by saying, I don't care how we do it, but we are going to get it done for Jacoby Jones. Keep believing and stay locked in. He said, and like those Squealer fans who were fighting each other at the bank the other night, I'm out. Yeah, I did. No, it could be Rich, but I don't know. I don't think so, but it's all good. Yeah, that was crazy. And I mean, ain't no excuse for that. Like, yeah, don't go. You don't gotta fight nobody at no football game. I mean, you don't gotta fight nobody at all, but a football game, just go there to enjoy the game and leave it at that, man. So that's what, hey, appreciate you, Bobby. What's going on, man? But I ain't no place for that, man. Just go to the football game, have a good time, enjoy it, man. So anyway, you want to? Oh yeah, you did say you going to Buffalo. Oh boy, better get them jackets ready, my friend. Next question came. Oh my goodness, these are some essays that people were sending for these last questions of the week. He said they're gonna surprise Buffalo and move Humphrey to corner and Brandon Stevens to the nickel. That would be something. George, what's up, my friend? You caught your question yesterday, right? I hope you did, my friend. But next question came from my guy Tyreek. He said, what's up, Ingraven? Hope everything is well with you and the fam. Is it weird to say that I felt more stressed out about us playing against the Steelers versus us playing the Bills? I ain't saying the Bills are trash or anything, but I just don't think they can physically keep up with us. I hope you end up being right. I really do. He said, like, I know they had a few key guys out last time we played them, but are we going to say with them being back that they're going to stop Lamar and Derrick Henry in the run game? I just hope the Ravens don't make this about an MVP, but make this about the team. Just let Derrick Henry go crazy. I don't care about the MVP anymore because it's just been going crazy, but nobody want to tackle this dude in the cold. So with him running effectively and constantly, it opens up the passing game, especially if Zay Flowers does not play. That's true. That's true. That run game, like Derrick Henry going off and Lamar, he could go off in the run game too. It opens everything up for everybody like crazy. He said, I know I'm all over the place, but Brandon Stevens scares me. Like, I just wish he played like how he played last year. We all do. And does anybody know what happened? Does anybody know what happened to our guy Brandon Stevens? Because I can't call it. I don't know what it is. He said he was arguably our best corner. He was. And Marlon Humphrey, he was hurt a lot last year. But yeah, Brandon Stevens, he was our best corner last year. He said, but the defense as a whole, we have to get turnovers and create consistent pressure. We just got to make Josh Allen uncomfortable and stop James Cook, and I think we'll be fine. Easier said than done, but yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, Shante said no idea. Smitty said Nate Wiggins being drafted. Ooh, you think it was an ego thing? Hurt his ego, and he's like, oh, man, this rookie coming in here. Okay, that's it for me. He said, and another thing that scares me is our punt returners. It's like whoever's back there always muffs or fumbles the ball, and we can't have that as a team. No, they cannot. Can't afford that. I say it's to the point where I don't even want them to catch it. If I had to give a score prediction, I would wishfully say 45-0, but realistically, I'm going to say 35-17. Sorry for the long rant, and just like the Bills will be Sunday night, I'm out. Oof. I won't be mad at that score. King said he was never really that good. Mike McDonald tags. You think so? He never been able to get his head turned around. Last year, he was doing it, though. Last year, he was doing it just fine. He was doing it just fine last year. So I don't know what happened. It's crazy. He said, B-Jax, I agree. He said, I don't understand what happened to Brandon Stevens and Marcus Williams. That too. Marcus Williams is another one. Scratcher. Mario said, I think it's just the pressure of the contract year matching up with very good wide receiver ones. He was matching up with them last year, though. So I don't know what it is, man. All right, next question came from my guy, Charles. He said, Big Day Bait. What's up, Ingraven? I'm here in Hawaii on temporary duty, and I met a Bills fan. That must have been an interesting conversation. You know, we took our son to the park the other day. Took him to the park. He run around playing with friends and stuff, enjoying his time, getting that good fresh air like it's always a good thing to get. And I told my wife, I said, man, that kid over there, it's a kid over there. I said, I should go up to him and kick him. And she's like, what? I said, he got on a Josh Allen shirt. That was why. He had on a Josh Allen shirt. I said, oh, man, come on. Anyway, he said that the Bills fan that he met, he made a good point that will make a difference in Baltimore versus Buffalo rematch. The last game, they were missing key players. Both teams aren't the same from earlier in the season. So I say make a switch and put Bateman in the slot. Let them be unprepared for the quick throw and keep their defense off of Lamar Jackson. I think he can beat their average DB and give us more leverage. I'm a believer when Bates scores, it's definitely going to be a dub. Nothing against our other superstars, but get it in his hands and let him eat. Much love to you and the fam. Mello from Sawa. Appreciate you. Now, that is a coach said, no, don't put him in the slot. As far as Bateman scoring, though, it's been said, and I believe it's true, that when Bateman gets a touchdown, Ravens, they won all their games. Every time Bateman has scored, the Ravens have won that game. So, yeah, hey, Bateman in the end zone, great. Coach is saying, nope. He's saying, no, don't put him in the slot. He said, oh, even Evans said it too. He said, ain't no slot this week. It's better just to be bait, likely a mark on the field. Heavy sets all game. No, I ain't do it. I wasn't going to kick him. I thought about it, though. I sure thought I said, man, what's this kid doing with this Josh Allen shirt on? What are we doing, man? Okay. So, I wish we could do more of these live. Just to get what y'all feel about these questions or immediately, like right away. I wish we could do that. He said, I would have told him he has some trash on his shirt if we hit him. I want to see Isaiah Likely in the slot this week. Tyler Wallace for another kick return. No, as far as they were missing some guys early on in the season. Ravens going to be missing a big guy now. Their Pro Bowl wide receiver. Ravens ain't have Keaton Mitchell earlier this year too, but it's all good. And I think, was that the old Ravens offensive line or was that the new Ravens offensive line? When did the Ravens make the switch? When did what week did Voorhees get hurt and they made that switch? Do y'all remember? What's up, P. Brownie? What's going on? Y'all remember? Hamilton is over 21, 9 yards almost every single play recently. Huh? What you mean? Oh, they made it. Oh, it was against the Bills? Oh, okay. Was it really? Okay. We ain't had. You sure we ain't had Michael Pierce? You sure? Black Daniels, what's up, baby? What's happening, man? They got better after the Cowboys. Any ref concerns? There's always ref concerns. There's always. All right, next question came from my guy, TJ. Oh, y'all gonna really like this one because this one we've been talking about. He said Brandon Stevens is due. He said Brandon Stevens, 2 picks, 1 pick 6 on Sunday night versus Josh Allen. That's what my guy said. That's what my guy said. He said Brandon Stevens, 2 interceptions, 1 pick 6 on Sunday night versus Josh Allen. Those some numbers right there. What's up, Dominic? What's going on, my friend? Okay, I like it. He said all Ravens will win. Let's go. God bless the family. God bless the channel and all Ravens. It's all time. It's all year. Finish the job. So he said Brandon Stevens about to show out tomorrow. I wouldn't be mad at it. Okay, my guy Raj said Brandon Stevens about to get busy. Okay, a real one. Shout out to you being a channel member. He said put Deontay Hardy in the slot. He is quick and shifty. 907 Trap said 2 picks. Has he even gotten 1 this year? Now that was one game where I said the same thing. I said Brandon Stevens was gonna get 2 picks. There was one game where he had caught one, but then they said he was out of bounds. I forgot what game that was. I don't know if y'all remember that one. What's up, Playboy? What's going on, man? We're getting 3 gifts from Josh, but I don't know about Steve. We're gonna see, man. Those players the Bills were missing in week 4 won't make a difference in this upcoming game. The result will be the same. Hey, I would love it. What's up with Wade? Oh, Dayton Wade, he's still on the practice squad. Black Daniel said Hardy in the slot. Come on now. Might be a game of turnovers with the Bills. Wouldn't be mad at that. The game against the Bengals. Oh, was that it? Does he have an interception this year? I don't think so. Does Brandon Stevens have a pick this year? Does he? Does he have a pick this year? Oh, that was against the Bengals. Shout out to that boy, B. Steve. Yeah, I don't think he got one though. Stevens a different. Oh, he said Stevens on a Trent Dilfer type of run. Just don't get in the way. Why you gotta do my guy like that, man? Yeah, they took it away. Yeah, I remember they took it away. I remember that. He said Brandon's for game MVP, and my name is Shrek. Hey, what's up, Shrek? Shout out to you and Fiona, man. All right, let's keep it moving. I appreciate that, Richie. Okay, he ain't have a pick. All right, I ain't think so, but I was trying to make sure I ain't forget. Next question came from my guy Jawbo. He said, "Love the helmet." Hey, we love it too, Ravens. If y'all watching, but he said, "No knock on the Bills receivers, but our corner should be able to hold their own." Even Brandon Stevens, 65% chance of snow for tomorrow night. So ball security is key. Ooh, that snow gonna be coming. It could be a pretty game, and Ravens gonna be in that all white too. It's gonna be pretty, man. It could be beautiful. It could be lovely. But hey, as long as Ravens win, no matter what the weather is, that's all we care about. All right, next question came from my guy Zayga. He said, Grand Rising, my friend, I wanted to share an observation about sports media analyst Emmanuel Acho. Ooh, this should be fun. As long as it ain't that other stuff. But anyway, he mentioned that all the Bills need to do to beat the Ravens is get out of their cars, citing that the Bills had many players missing the last time that they faced each other. Then he contradicted himself by saying that if Lamar Jackson wins, it won't mean much because he's expected to beat the Bills. It seems like they never want to give my guy the credit he deserves. I just wish they would acknowledge the comments on camera the way that you do. No, that's their job, man. I did see something like that where they're like, oh, if Lamar Jackson wins this game, then it won't mean anything. Like, what? No, it will certainly mean a lot because the knock on Lamar Jackson is, oh, what's up, Gus? Hey, Gus, congrats to you on a year, coming up on a year being sober, my friend. We just covered your question about maybe 20 minutes ago, but we appreciate you sharing that, my friend, and congrats to you on being sober for almost a year, man. That's a big accomplishment. So good stuff, my friend. Real good stuff. Hey, everybody give a shout out to Gus real quick. Since he's in the building right now, man. Hopefully that's the same Gus. But is that you that sent in the question? Hopefully that's you. But everybody give a shout out to our guy Gus, man. Congrats to Gus, man. Congrats to Gus. Okay, it is you. Okay. Hey, shout out to Gus, man. Good stuff, man. Cause that's real, man. That's real. That's great, man. Good stuff, man. But he now see Gus done threw me off. Yeah, that's fine though. But he threw me off. I forgot what question we did just now. Whose question were we on? I don't even remember now. Gus, you don't mess me up, man. Oh, it was Zega about Emmanuel Acho. That's what it was. Okay, that's what it was. He said if Lamar wins this game, it won't mean nothing. But we know that it will. Because if Lamar were to lose the game tomorrow, he won't. But if he were to lose the game, that they would be, see, same old Lamar. He can't win in the playoffs. He loses when it matters the most. That would be the same thing that they would say about him. But if he won, and to say that it would mean nothing if he won, no, that's. And I know with a lot of sports media, they it's their job to sort of rile fans up sometimes, and it is what it is, man. You just can't I don't know, it can't get caught up in it, and a lot of it is silly. It's entertaining though, but it is what it is. Anyway, next, LR Knight, appreciate that donation. He said, Shefford's officiating crew threw the least flags of all crews this year. That is great news. Just praying we don't get offensive penalties. I heard about that, but also I think I read something that said that we had them in the Chargers game, and we got flagged like 9 times, like 80-something yards, something like that. That was the clipping game, I believe, or tripping game, whatever it was. Joshua B., whose question coming up later, he said, I feel a Kyle Hamilton pick and a sack game tomorrow. Also, whatever money they were thinking about giving Stevens next year, give it to Darius Washington. They not paying him. They're not going to pay him, man. There's no way. Their job is to debate. That's a good point, George. They're not going to keep Brandon Stevens. They're not going to keep him. Oh, think about this too. Isn't it crazy? Oh, real quick, let me see what Toby said. Toby said, do you think Derrick Henry is a key to a Ravens Super Bowl? He is a huge key to it. Not the end-all be, but he is a huge key to it. Ravens got a couple keys. Because to get to that Super Bowl, you got to get through a couple of locks. But Derrick Henry is one of them keys for sure. For sure, without a doubt. For sure. Brandon Stevens. They're not going to re-sign him. Well, I don't expect them to. I don't think they will, especially because we cannot underrate how great this worked out for the Baltimore Ravens. Eric DeCosta, he tried to trade for Marshawn Lattimore. He tried. He made an attempt to trade for Marshawn Lattimore. And it didn't work. He offered the Saints a 3rd-round pick, and it didn't work. They were like, nope, we're getting more from the Commanders. No, thank you. We'll send them up the Beltway and say, no, thank you. I said, oh, okay, cool. But Marshawn Lattimore, I believe that he's only played like 2 games, maybe 3 for the Commanders. Maybe. Because he was out for such a long time after that trade. He ain't even played. Ravens got Tre'Davious White for literally nothing, and he's made a better and bigger impact than Marshawn Lattimore did. So it's been crazy, man. Crazy. So he said Mike Evans cooked that, man. Him and Mike Evans, they've been going back and forth for years when he was with the Saints, and he would usually get the best of Mike Evans, but yeah, man. But yeah, it's crazy how that worked out, man. Because I was thinking like, oh, man, yeah, hey, Marshawn Lattimore, yeah, that'll be a nice one. And Eric DeCosta tried, but we're glad that it didn't work out for that one. So, hey, James, appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, real quick, before you continue, make sure y'all leave a like on the video. Click that thumbs up button. We got 747 people up in here right now, baby. And real quick, before we continue, I appreciate y'all coming through on a random, unannounced, unprepared for live stream. Ain't nobody know about this live stream today, not even me. I woke up today and said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. So I appreciate y'all, man. Hamza, thank you, man. Thank you. But yeah, I appreciate no, not the goat at all, JJ Reacts. But I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Because y'all showed up unannounced live stream, man. So yeah, I appreciate it, man. Y'all are crazy too, by the way. All right, let's get to these next questions. We got a few more to do, and then we'll get up out of here, even though some of these are some long questions. All right, first one came from my guy, Mark JG. He says, sneaky link. It's going to be a different kind that he's talking about, though. Not that version. We're talking about something with football. Anyway, he said, what's up, Ingraven? What's up, Mark? He said, hope all is well with you and the family. Quick question for you. This man's future is uncertain, and he sustained an injury that has sidelined him, and his team was just eliminated, and he's expressed his feelings to the public with the team. He has a connection with Lamar and was drafted the same year as him. They played at the Ville together. You know who I'm talking about? Jair Alexander. He said, would he be a realistic choice for us in the future? I think it would depend on how much money he wanted. He fits the bill as a Baltimore Raven, for sure. I appreciate that, Miss CG. Look at BMT. Get out of here, man. But no, I appreciate that. Man, y'all throw me off, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all crazy, man. I appreciate y'all. But with Jair Alexander, I think it would depend on how much money he wanted. And how much, because if he wanted a crazy amount of money, he wanted like to really be paid like that, the Ravens wouldn't be it. Because Ravens just drafted Nate Wiggins in the first round draft pick. And they still gonna have Marlon Humphrey. So they ain't gonna pay another corner like crazy. They could bring in another corner, but they ain't gonna pay another corner like crazy. So he would like, yeah, it would have to be something to where they could get him for really cheap. It'd be nice, but I don't think it's gonna happen. He said, Toby, appreciate that, Toby. He said score predictions for tomorrow. I'm thinking 28-17. I said 28-24 for the Ravens. I think it'll be a close, stressful, annoying game, but the Ravens get it. But Davin, what's up, baby? Gotta pay Kyle. Yeah, gotta pay Kyle, Linda, Flender. Darius, I don't know when his contract is up. I saw some people say it's up after this year, but I don't know when his contract is up. But Ravens got a lot to take care of, man. So, and they're gonna draft another one, yeah. He also said, did you notice those C's on the chest of the Ravens? It was the first thing I noticed, and this may sound silly. That simple notion gave me confidence for this playoff run. I remember years back, Harv said he wouldn't do this for some reason. This uncharacteristic detail gives me hope, along with you and Nitro's confidence, that we got to get it done this year. Those are our leaders, and we know that, but to make it visible speaks volumes. That is a really, really good point. And yeah, that was crazy when he did that, when they did that. Like, because yeah, they don't never be wearing no captain patches at all. They never do that. So to see the Ravens actually do that, and the point that my guy Mark made about that does say a lot, man. That says a whole lot. So I like that. He said, thanks for all you do. You're a busy man. You love your family and community that you started, and we love you back. We appreciate you, big dog. Man, I appreciate this, man. Thank you. All right, next question came from Tay. He said, thinking while working. He said, hey, hopefully everything is well with you and your family. Just thinking, when the MV3 is announced, as well as Super Bowl run is finished and announced, as well as MV3 can be the Super Bowl MVP, has that ever been done before? Could this be the first? He said, Team Keep It Clean, help me figure it out. So has anybody ever won the regular season MVP and the Super Bowl MVP? You know, I don't know. Do y'all know? I don't know. I know somebody in here will know for sure, because y'all are way smarter than me. Y'all are way smarter than me. Has that ever been done before? To where somebody won both? Oh, Patrick Mahomes, did he? Oh, he did it? Oh, okay. Well, Patrick Mahomes did it. Brady did it? What year did Mahomes? Yeah, I know, obviously not 2019. But they won in 2019. Then they won. Oh, no, in the same year. I mean, same year. Did it happen in the same year? Where they won both the regular season MVP and Super Bowl MVP in the same year. In the same year. Said Joe Montana did. 2022? They did. 1989. Okay. Oh, Mahomes did it 2022? Oh, Lamar got hurt that year. Oh, yeah. Okay. If Lamar wins MVP and Super Bowl MVP, I think he would be the 12th player to do. Oh, yo, okay. That'll be a long list then. All right. Okay. Appreciate y'all clearing that up. I like that. Okay. Alberto with the best answer. He said Lamar 2025. I like that one right there, baby. All right. Next question came from Tyreek. He said, what's up, Ingraven? Hope everything is well with you and the fam. Oh, he just sent the question twice. Okay. Scratch that. We already did that one. All right. Next question came from my guy, Baltimore Ravens. He said, hope all is well with the family. You know, I've been here on Team Keep It Clean for several years and still enjoying watching and commenting. Yeah, I'll be seeing you all the time in the comment sections. I appreciate it. He said, but this is my first time sending in a question from subscriber comment. This is mainly a comment. The postseason lineup this year couldn't be any better when we win all the way to the ship. Lamar has the opportunity to silence almost all the critics Beat the Steelers in the playoffs. We run the North. Check. Beat the Bills in the playoffs. Leave no doubt who's the season MVP. Check. Beat the Chiefs for the conference title. What kryptonite? Check. Those will be great. Well, those will be great. Like, because that happens. Like, I would say what are they going to say then, but they always going to say something. And then he said, beat the NFC champion in the Super Bowl and hoist the Lombardi trophy and get Super Bowl MVP. Check. Revenge tour complete. Those sweatshirts sell like hotcakes. He said, Coach Harbaugh called it. Lamar would have to be recognized as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. The opportunity is here. My goodness. I love when people bring up stuff that we all knew about, but we might have forgot about. It might have slipped our minds, and that's something right there. Harbaugh did say that. And I will never forget when Harbaugh spoke about that, how he spoke about it, because I had never, ever, ever. Oh, he'll be the to appreciate that, Shepard. Thank you. Shepard of Fire. Harbaugh, when he spoke like that about Lamar Jackson, he had never spoke like that about Lamar Jackson ever before. Like to that detailed and for that long. Like, because Harbaugh was just going, man. He was going. And I was like, oh man, Harbaugh like really riding for Lamar. Like really. And when he said, oh yeah, he's gonna be the best ever. I know there was some sports media people, they took that and he's gonna, you know how it goes, but it's crazy. James said, I'm at work right now watching this live. As long as we keep our foot on the gas and calm down with the penalties, we got it. Yeah, man. 7 guys won MVP, then Super Bowl MVP. Mahomes, Warner, Favre, Bradshaw, Montana, Steve Young, and Bar Star. Okay, that's a lot right there. Because it's job to be. Well, that's true too. That's true too. Next question came from Rashawn. He said, what's on the team? Keep it clean. Sorry for the last minute rant before the playoffs, but I need to get this off my chest. I am tired of the lack of context when it comes to Lamar Jackson playoff performance. Even the people defending Lamar's playoff performance seem to be missing the mark. Hold tight. This is a long one. Oh my goodness. It really is a long email. All right, here we go. He said, in 2018, the Baltimore Ravens hosted the Chargers wildcard weekend where Lamar Jackson was a rookie. I remember being at that game and thinking, wow, Lamar's not playing well this game. Oh yeah, we were there too. And yeah, it was rough. Anyway, he said, even to the point where I was also thinking they should put Flacco in. 2018 was also my rookie year, as that was my first year in the Baltimore Ravens marching band. Also my first year really watching football. Okay, so you were really, really part of the team. Okay. He said, being new to football, I didn't realize that all we were doing was running Lamar and not adjusting with what wasn't working. Or when that wasn't working, excuse me. There were no adjustments until the last minute, and need not to forget that the O-line was not particularly playing their best game either. Although Lamar did not play particularly well, when we did adjust and let him throw the ball, he almost led us to a comeback to win the game. But it was already too late. That's true. That game, first quarter, they kept doing that RPO stuff, wasn't working. Second quarter, they kept doing it, wasn't working. Third quarter, they kept doing it, wasn't working. Fourth quarter, they decided, oh, you know what, let's open it up. And then the Ravens started scoring. Coincidence? Yeah, no. He said, although Lamar did not play particularly well when we let him adjust, he almost let it come back to win the game, but it was too late. Although he was just a rookie, this game alone started the narrative that Mr. Jackson cannot win in the playoffs. In 2019, the Baltimore Ravens hosted another playoff game to the 8-8 Titans. Other than the Texans game, I still believe that this was Lamar's best playoff performance, both running and throwing the football. Being at this game, we were there too. Man, we went to all the same game. Well, you were on the marching band, so you had to end there, but we went to some of the same game. Anyway, he said, being at this game, I immediately thought, wow, it looks like Lamar is the only one who showed up today. If you just look at the win-loss record and his stats, you would think I'm crazy. But if you watch the game, you will see multiple drops from receivers. 2 or 3 of them were touchdowns. You would also notice us going for fourth down in our own territory, only running the ball 9 times, even though the running backs were getting chunks of yards when they did get the opportunity. Oh, and Lamar having to pass the ball 50-plus times. Oh, yeah, and don't forget the tipped interception by Mark Andrews, the recipe for disaster. Yeah, it was a lot of drops. I think it was 7 drops that game, and they were big drops. Yes, sir. In 2020, let me see. He said, in 2020, we get our needed revenge against the Titans and went to Buffalo in the divisional round. To my knowledge, I remember neither QB being able to do much, mostly because of the win. Specifically, the Ravens offense just could not get into the end zone. There were 2 to 3 missed field goals. Yeah, it was 2 missed field goals. And the defense was just stopping our offense. Other than that pick 6, ooh, that was an ugly pick 6. That was a nasty one. I don't remember any bad QB players. Lamar really couldn't do much. There were drops and probably some missed throws opportunity, but it was more the offense as a whole not playing well rather than Lamar stinking it up, as they say. Yeah, that game was ugly. I think the Bills won, was it 17-3 or 17-10? Or something like that. I forgot what the score was for that. He said a chat GPT type email. Nice. Don't do my guy like that. Anyway, he said, lastly, 2023 AFC Championship game. Long story short, we did not run the ball. Yeah, that concussion was right after that pick 6. So they got the pick 6, came back. Pat McCarry, he decided he wanted to play quarterback, and he tried to throw it over Lamar's head. He threw it too high, and Lamar, he ran to go get it. got tackled, and boom, hit his head on the turf, and that was it. Okay, it was 17-3. Okay, appreciate y'all. He said, lastly, the 2023 AFC Championship game, long story short, we didn't run the ball, had Lamar throw the ball 50-plus times, and we did not adjust. He threw the ball 50 times last year? I don't think he threw it that much, did he? I know it was a lot, but it wasn't no 50 times, was it? Let me look real quick. Lamar Jackson, stats, AFC Championship 2023. Let me see. Yeah, he ain't throwing no 50 times. Okay, I just had to make sure. Well, he threw it 37 times. So yeah, okay, that ain't too bad. But I mean, given how they were the number one running team in the league, so yeah, they just decided to make it difficult on themselves. All right. Anyway, he also now my phone messing up. All right, there we go. Okay. He said Lamar threw the ball like 50 times and we did not adjust. Very similar to the 2019 Titans game. The only difference between last year and 2019 is that I feel like Lamar contributed to our loss. He did not run when he needed to. He missed some throws and threw into double coverage. But the game plan did not make it easy for our quarterback and our offense in general. To conclude my rant, there has been no playoff game other than maybe the AFC Championship game and the wild card game in 2018 where I feel like Lamar has lost us the game, which is really the narrative people are trying to spin. We forget the other factors that contributed to our loss, sometimes bigger factors than Lamar's play. But I guess it's easy to blame the quarterback when you don't want to do your job and just stay watch. Anyway, sorry for the long rant. And just like the Steelers will be tonight after losing 30-16, he was close. He was really close. You take away 2 points from each team, and then boom, he was spot on. Because he said 30-16, but it ended up being 28-14. So he was right there. But then he said, I'm out. Okay. Oh, that boy Sly say Texans at Ravens next week. Woo-hoo-hoo. Well, you're saying the upset is going down today in 3 hours. I wouldn't be mad. Wouldn't be mad at all, man. That'd be great. Militant, appreciate that. Today, man, Ingraven, don't know if you remember me, but I've been rocking. Yeah, I remember you from a couple of years ago. Actually, yeah, I remember you for sure. I don't know if you remember me, but I've been rocking with you from way back in the day. Until he has been officially ruled out, I'm thinking that Zay will play you. Ooh. I would love if he did. I'm thinking like 80% that he doesn't play, but 20% he does. I think it could just be mind games from the Ravens. Even though, like, hey, they ain't played these mind games last week, but Zay Flowers wasn't doing the workouts last week either. I don't think he's gonna play. If I had to pick, I would say probably not gonna play. But yeah, I don't think he is. But hey, what does help? Give me a little bit hope. What helps is that Jane said if he plays, he's gonna be off the hook. If he does play, what does give me some hope that he could play would be the time that he's had off. What I mean by that is that he got hurt in the Browns game week 18, so last game of the season. Then he was out the rest of that game. That was on a Saturday. Then the Ravens played on the following Saturday, so they played 7 days later. Obviously took care of business against the Steelers. And now the next game isn't until 8 days later. So that gave him even more time to rest. And then the game's tomorrow night. So they gave him a little more time to just see if he got swelling, they give him more time to heal up. But I'm not going to count on him to play. I'm not going to expect him to play, but yeah. So that's that. Yeah. So anyway, next, this comment, appreciate that donation, Hamza. He said, I'll pay good money just to see Derrick Henry stiff arm. He said stiff arm Nick Wright and Colin Coward at the same time. The aura, if that happens. That would be painful for them. That would really, really hurt. Alfonte said, yeah, Zay ain't playing. I don't think Hall's tricking no one up in Buffalo. Sly said, nah, Zay will mostly be blocking if he played tomorrow. I would sit him. I expect conservative passes to prevent interceptions and running. Hey, whatever works, man. Hard feel for him to play, but we need Zay energy. Okay, hey, I mean, he's going to be right there. All right, happy, jumping up and down. I told you the funniest thing and probably the most accurate description of Zay Flowers that I ever saw. It came from one of y'all. I don't remember who it was, but somebody's like, oh, yeah, Zay Flowers is like a golden retriever because he always just be running around and smiling. Man, that is perfect, man. That's perfect. That makes so much. That is Zay Flowers, man. Golden retriever, running full speed, smiling, always as happy as can be. Always, man. So say, man, somebody like they got it with that one. So anyway, the last question came from my guy Joshua B. Oh, he said this way Monk really earns his money. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you better earn it, but yeah, you got to earn even more. It's true. Golden retriever is perfect. But yeah, this next question came from my guy Joshua B. He said, ring season 2. What's up, Ingraven? Hope you and your family are doing great and having a good start to y'all's year. Amazing first playoff win against our division rivals. Ran them to their vacation, LOL. We did. So Steelers should be happy with the Ravens. Anyway, he said, I had the opportunity to go to the game, and man, it was electric and very loud and fun. Oh, I could imagine. I know it was crazy. That it had to be. He said, Baltimore's atmosphere is one of a kind, and it's one of the best in the NFL, especially on prime time. Yeah, they do a real good job. He said, from the purple lights flashing to the first down chain to real fan Dan and the other fans, it was a 10 out of 10 experience. And for anyone in Team Keep It Clean who hasn't gone, you have to experience it. Yeah, if you ever get a chance, if you ever get an opportunity, please take it. He said, Bills and Josh Allen are next in our way. I look back when I sent in an email for the first Bills game, and what I predicted was exactly what happened. And looking back on it, it's pretty much the same thing. Bills are going to run the ball because their outside weapons aren't the same as the past. And Cook has been amazing for them this year. No matter what people say about Cook, he's having a good year and is a 1,000 runner. We got to stop him from cooking us. See what I did there? Okay, I like that. That's a little dad joke right there. Anyway, he said we have to contain Josh Allen, especially on short distances and the goal line. I hear a stat that when the Bills are third or fourth in short, like 3 or less yards, Allen is almost every time going to do some type of QB power run, so we have to watch out for that. Bills defense will be healthier since the last time we saw them. They will have their star linebackers back and a star slot cornerback for this game. I think that barely changes what I think will happen. The Ravens' game plan has to be the same thing. Other than the Ravens, the Steelers had the second best run defense that was left in the AFC playoffs. That's big right there. That's real right there. He said the Bills aren't as good at stopping the run, and at the same time I'm sending this, I don't know if Zay will play or not, so we got to run the ball. Have a good mixture of Lamar and Derrick Henry. Maybe even keep Mitchell for a carry or two and have a good play action game going. Ravens defense has been playing good. I knew ever since the Eagles game, our defense has gotten better and could trust them to help us to get to the bowl. But there's one huge thing that hurts us. Before I continue, I just want to see, even though I know y'all are going to know, he's talking about the defense. And he's talking about how they got a lot better, and he could tell in the Eagles game that the defense was for real. But he said, but there's one big thing that hurts the Baltimore Ravens defense. What do y'all think he's going to say? What do y'all think my guy Joshua is going to say that hurts the Baltimore Ravens defense? He said, it's one thing that hurts the Ravens defense. What do you think it is? Okay, Z4. Okay. Anybody else? What do you think my guy Joshua is going to say? What do you think? You were up in here, Joshua. What's up, man? I wasn't sure if you were still in here or not. Okay. Smitty said, Josh fumbling wouldn't hurt the Ravens defense. Okay. See, okay. I see. Y'all get it. Anyway, he said, I knew ever since the Eagles game, our defense has gotten better and could trust them to help us get to the bowl. But there's one huge thing that hurts us, Brandon Stevens. So, yeah, y'all got it. He said, I'm so tired of seeing him allowing basically every catch on him, and it's getting annoying and ridiculous. Like, why hasn't the staff made the move to give Tre'Davious White more of his snaps or something? If anything bad happens on defense, I bet 9 times out of 10, it's on Stevens' side or on him. If I was an offensive coordinator and watching film all year, I put my best wide receiver on the left side since we don't have people following anyone and just attack 21 all game. These next 3 games, he has to play better, at least half as good as he was last season, and I bet we win a ring. I got the Ravens winning, but it's not going to be as big as 35-10. My question to you is, who do you think will be huge in this game on offense other than Derrick Henry, and on defense other than Super Duper Kyle? Much love, and talk to you next email next week. That's a good question. Oh, man. I thought that was going to be the last one. I see 2 more people sending in questions. So, on offense, and I'll take Lamar out too, because that's like, obviously, Lamar, Derrick Henry, yeah. But the offensive line, and that's obviously an easy answer, but it's true. Offensive line, you got to get it done this game. You have to. It's so important. The conditions, the team you're going up against, that their defensive line, Ed Oliver, Baller, Gregory Russo, like you got to be ready, man. And everything goes through you. Lamar, Derrick Henry, the receivers getting time to get open, the tight ends, everything happens because of you. So you got to make it happen. So I would say the offensive line. Yeah, funny looking, yo, it's live, man. And also he said on defense, he said I can't say Kyle Hamilton. I'm gonna even take out Roquan Smith. I'll even take out Brandon Stevens. I feel like that's an obvious one too. I'll say Nate Wiggins though. Nate Wiggins, because Nate Wiggins last week they caught him slipping. George Pickens caught him slipping. George Pickens ran right past him, and he ended up making that catch. And he made the catch, and he caught it right in between Nate Wiggins and Ardarius Washington. Made a little spin, boom, touchdown. So I would say Nate Wiggins. Oh, Matabike, that's another good. I mean, everybody. Yeah, of course I remember you. But yeah, Matabike, that the defensive line for sure, getting pressure on Josh Allen, and not just pressure, but sacks, getting hits on clean hits though. So yeah, that defensive line is super important too. So yeah, obviously everybody got to show up. It's playoffs. So, but yeah, y'all already know what time it is. Next question came from my guy Stefan. He said, Blackbird beatdown. What's up, bro? Blessings to you and the fam. This game won't be close. Blackbirds 45, Bills 20. Ooh, you say 45? We're gonna be 5 away from 50, huh? Look, I wouldn't be mad, but oh, that's okay now. All right, he said, we'll have over 200 rushing and 3 touchdowns. L Boogie had 1 rushing touchdown and 1 passing. Defense will get a touchdown, and a Tucker will get a field goal. He said, watch, straight beat down. I hope you're right. I really do. I really hope you're right. I really hope you're right. And now, our real last question came from my boy Flirtin' Whiskey. He said, what's good, bro? It's your boy Flirtin' Whiskey back again. Hope all is well with you and yours. As always, let the praise be as loud as the disrespect. He said, now you know how I felt about Mike McDonald last year. And like I said initially in the beginning of the season, the difference is they just weren't catching the picks, but look like they're catching them now. Zach Orr has made all the correct adjustments. Number 1 was to put Ardarius Washington out there. Man, he is a 5'5" Hawk. Don't call that man no 5'5", man. He like 5'9", 5'10", but he ain't no 5'5". Anyway, he said, I know this is a stretch, but hear me out. He really reminds me of a smaller Brian Dawkins out there with ball skills. He really just be flying everywhere. Now he does. But the thing with Ardarius Washington, he ain't afraid to hit nobody. He ain't afraid of nobody. He ain't afraid of contact. He ain't afraid of none of that. Oh, Amari Cooper got the second most drops, really? Oh yeah. Hey, they need to raise that up for the playoffs. Get even more, especially because it's gonna be cold. But he said, but no, seriously, nobody talks about the strides and the big turnaround the defense has made. Oh no, we all been talking about that. Everybody been talking about that because it made a big difference. He said, I was in the live stream and a lot of people have been asking about Tex, but recently, bro, I don't think he's gonna break out until next year. What do you? You mean Tez Walker? Tez? Yeah, I know people have been asking that every week, which is no problem. But yeah, I just don't see it because again, we saw the Knights playing the Giants game. And I guess the Ravens was like, we try it out, whatever. And we ain't seen him really since. But anyway, he said Lamar throws the ball about 20 times a game. You know, Hill and Morg taking about 6 of those. But I believe as long as he can be like everybody else and catch the ball when it comes his way, he will be just fine. Yeah. He said last year, Lamar dominated every top opponent. This year, Allen has skated by the 2 that he played. It's different, bro. That alone should be enough to get the MV3. But the people that vote and get paid all of the money aren't using their common sense. We'll see. Because we saw the All-Pro. We saw that, the AP. So we'll see about the possible MV3. I said, oh, yeah, before I forget, he said Tucker will make the game-winning field goal and go off into the sunset. But wait, there's more. He said Zay Flowers will come back and right his wrongs from last year's AFC Championship. Mark my words, this will be historic. I wish I could bet on the storyline on FanDuel, but no, don't do no betting. Don't do it. Don't even waste the time. He said, but like Josh Allen will be by the 3rd quarter because he's down by 5 touchdowns. I'm out. Oh, so he really think it's going to be a slaughtering. Oh, my goodness. He really think it's going to be a slaughtering. Wow. Look, any of y'all predicting a blowout for the Baltimore Ravens? I would love it. I don't see it. I would love it. That would make life great, like greater and a little less stressful too. But that would be amazing. Because there's a lot of people that really feel like that could go down. They really do. So, Brian Dawkins wasn't afraid to hit nobody. He would knock somebody out. Dominic said 38-10. Tom Lee said 46-14. All right. Well, before we get out of here, y'all drop y'all predictions on how y'all think this game is gonna go, because we are getting ready to wrap it up. But I really appreciate y'all coming through. I appreciate y'all just joining us for this again random live stream on a Saturday early afternoon. For some people on the West Coast, Saturday morning. wherever you at. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with us. I appreciate y'all coming through. Thank you very, very, very much. I see a lot of people saying blowout. I see some people saying close games too, man. Okay, but yeah, make sure before you get out of here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn them notifications on, so you don't miss a single update, you don't miss a single video. And y'all already know we're gonna be right back here tomorrow live for the Ravens and Bills game, 6:30 sharp Eastern time. So West Coast 3:30 in the afternoon. But yeah, man, that's gonna be a game, man. It's gonna be a game. The nerves haven't hit me yet. They ain't hit me yet, but I know tomorrow, like, ooh, yeah, that's when it's all gonna kick in. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for supporting, and thank you for supporting other people too. Like, again, special shout out to our guy Gus for making that big, huge life accomplishment that he was willing to share with all of us here at Team Keep It Clean, because that takes a lot, man. It takes a lot of courage to share something like that, and it takes a lot of willpower to be able to accomplish something like that. So that's real, real special. So big shout out to Gus. Big shout out to all of y'all. Thank y'all for everything that y'all do. Thank y'all for always coming through. And thank y'all for making this so much fun. And thank you all for making this everything that it is, because it ain't me, it's all you. Thank you. I love you.